Hello and good day. This is Punchline. We are First News Nation on Punchline. We discuss national politics. I am Sami Ajifo. Thank you very much for joining us on today's episode of the program. Let's remind you to join us on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, whichever one you please. Enable notifications on all these platforms so every time we have a new episode of the show, you're the first to know. Thank you very much once again for joining us. We're talking about the latest trending story about the crypto giant Binance and the federal government. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're talking about Binance and the latest problems that they're facing with the federal government of Nigeria. You know, Binance is a crypto-to-crypto trading platform, trading in over 350 cryptocurrencies. Popular platform has announced it will cease its services in Nigeria forthwith. It will no longer be operating services and offering Nigerian customers any service in the Nigerian Naira. They've decided to convert all the Naira balances to US dollar stablecoin. That means if you're a Binance user, anything that's related to the Naira, your Naira balance will be converted to the US dollar equivalent. And Binance is not just having problems in Nigeria, they also have problems in the United States of America that has led to them laying off 2/3 of their staff because they are facing indictment from the United States Security and Exchange Commission. And that has caused a lot of problems because they can't even pay their bills. They've lost over $1 billion, and that is in the United States. They are also facing the same problems here in Nigeria. Talking about Nigeria, neighboring Ghana has banned crypto services offered by GT Bank in their country, as well as First Bank holdings in Ghana. So seems to be some restriction on foreign exchange and cryptocurrency across the West African region, as well as what's happening to Binance in the US and in Nigeria. All users have been advised to withdraw all their Naira deposits before the 5th of March, and that has passed. And there was so much confusion, stampede, I would call that, around the decision on Binance. And many Nigerian entrepreneurs, young people who engage in cryptocurrency, use the Binance to ensure that they have their services done. Now, Binance is not the only crypto app that has been affected. OctaFX has been affected too. FXTM has been affected, all here in Nigeria. They also announced their decision to stop supporting Naira on all its affiliate platforms. They have so many affiliate platforms. So Binance is saying they're going to stop that. Now, is this the end of Binance's business in Nigeria? There are many stories that are coming to light around this. Some conversations state that they are still discussing with the Nigerian government. Some others are saying that the Nigerian government is hot on their heels. As a matter of fact, the Green Chamber, the House of Representatives, had invited the CEO of Binance to appear before it. And that was last year, 2023. They have even issued a warrant of arrest to the CEO of Binance. I believe the National Assembly is becoming a bit bolder, but have you ever seen any foreign CEO of any top company being invited to the National Assembly in Nigeria? Has it ever happened? Has it ever happened with all the problems we've had with international aid companies, IOCs, all that, blue chip companies across, who will actually come and obey any invitation to appear if you're not in Nigeria? Well, going on, Binance officials had already approached Nigeria. 2 officials had been in Nigeria recently over the issues that are bedeviling the crypto giant in Nigeria, and they were arrested. I believe they are still in custody, and that has been one of the factors that have led Binance to actually cease its operations in Nigeria. Bayo Nanuga is one of the spokesmen to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, made an allegation that $10 billion, this is an allegation, we don't know how substantiated that is. He actually came out later to dispel that, even though he said it, that the federal government will be demanding $10 billion as compensation for the damage that Binance had done as a crackdown on their platform to salvage the Naira. Everything I'm saying in English is the federal government is blaming Binance and other cryptocurrency as the reason why the nation's Naira is where it is. That's what they are saying. The federal government claims that Binance manipulated foreign exchange rates through currency speculation and rate fixing, which caused the naira to lose its value in 7 months. That's what they're saying, that it was Binance and other cryptocurrencies' fault for manipulating foreign exchange and as well engaging in cryptocurrency, currency speculation, and rate fixing. Is that why? Because the naira has been doing badly from President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure. So was it Binance's fault then, or Binance just did something that made our currency fall? What is our current exchange rate now? I think it's about 1,500, climbing or falling, whichever one it is, going to the dollar. And let's not even talk about the pound. Well, Binance has denied the allegations by the federal government and stated they will not be forced to pay anything. So they have released a statement. The federal government has also released a statement. The Central Bank of Nigeria is hot on their heels. The federal government together is looking out for Binance. So from what we are saying and what we are seeing, the federal government is blaming Binance for the dismal performance of the naira. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not an economist. That's why it's taking me time to actually think about what the implications are. We should get an economist or economists to talk about it. Is it actually true that Binance is behind the unfortunate performance of the naira to any currency around? Even talking about Togo, Benin Republic, Ghana, what's the exchange rate for Nigeria to those countries, the neighboring countries? Is it Binance's fault? What is the meaning of rate fixing? What's the meaning of currency manipulation, or whatever that is called? Now, the federal government and the CBN stated they have noticed that there were some illicit flows on the cryptocurrency giants platform. If I take your mind back to when we had the NSAS protest, there was also a clampdown by the Muhammadu Buhari administration on cryptocurrencies, who they blamed as supplying funds to the protesters to engage in whatever they engage in. The Buhari administration had clamped down a lot on cryptocurrencies, and we even had one interesting one that happened. Now, if Godwin Emefiele, who had banned cryptocurrencies 2 years ago, and he did that especially for cryptocurrency transactions in the banking sector, the new CBN governor, Cardoso, came in and removed that ban, only to place the ban again on cryptocurrency giants. Now, does it mean that the ban on cryptocurrency giants like Binance, OctaFX does not affect cryptocurrency trading in the banking system? Have the banks been allowed to engage in Forex and cryptocurrency and removing Binance? Is this a way for the federal government or the banking industry to kick out Binance so everyone will depend on the banks? That's another angle of it. Let's go for a short break. When we get back, we'll continue this conversation. Don't forget, if you have a comment about this, drop it in the comment section below. Welcome back. It's still Punchline, and I'm still First News Nation. I am Sami Ajifo. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles. First News Nation, not any other platform. First News Nation TV. That's who we are. So go ahead and enable notifications on all those platforms. First News Nation on all these platforms. So every time we have a new episode of the program, you'll be the first to know. We're talking about the present challenges of Binance in Nigeria. And we also mentioned, for those of you who didn't go back or were not here earlier, we talked about the fact that even in the United States, Binance is facing a lot of problems. Do you think this is the end for the cryptocurrency giant? Do you think this is the end for Binance? A lot of young entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, or techpreneurs, whichever they want to call themselves, use the Binance application, the Binance platform for exchange in cryptocurrency. How is this going to affect them now? From feelers, from friends and associates, a lot of Nigerians have made losses owing to the recent action by the federal government and then Binance closing down its operations in Nigeria. Did Binance have an office in Nigeria? That's another question we need to ask. And the two executives that came into Nigeria to see the issues and they were detained, have they been released? This is going to impact the economy very greatly, especially from the point of the young people. I did say that Godwin Emefiele, while he held sway as the CBN governor, had banned cryptocurrency transactions in the banking system, not in general. Now, we have Cardoso coming in, banning cryptocurrency in general and lifting cryptocurrency trading in the banking system. And it looking suspicious if the banks are allowed to continue cryptocurrency trading and then their biggest competitor, which is Binance, OctaFX, FXTM, and many of them are being cut off. So is the federal government trying to protect the banks and giving the banks extra incentive? Because with the crypto, you don't need the banks. With the cryptocurrency trading, you don't need the banks. The banks started doing cryptocurrency trading. Binance kept on doing cryptocurrency trading, but the biggest competition to the banks is Binance. So is this a hench job by the federal government to cut out the legs of Binance to give advantage to Nigerian banks? So is this an excuse? We need to ask ourselves the question, what has changed? Where do these illicit flows come from? Can the central bank explain where was the money going to, where is it coming from? Because politicians as well can steal money and convert them into crypto. Are there politicians doing that? That's the question. If it is politicians, then the central bank and the federal government has to come out plainly and say, we are trying to track some monies stolen by the previous administration. Politicians have been converting their cash, naira, to crypto. We want to catch it. Then say it so everyone will know that they are trying to catch a certain group of people. What's going on now is very, very suspicious. Binance denied the allegations. No, they have not. That is the other angle of this. Binance never said that the allegations made by the federal government that stated that they manipulated foreign exchange, they engaged in currency speculation, they engaged in rate fixing. Did Binance actually deny that? It's in their statement, whether they denied it or not, but they're saying they will not be bullied into paying any compensation. That's what's going on. So it's now a tug of war between he said, she said, federal government versus Binance. But from what it looks like the federal government is trying to chase out Binance so it can take over the sector. And who else will take the sector will be the banking sector, definitely. Have you also seen these videos going around, allegations that it is the banks that are the cause of our problems? PDP chieftain Chief Bode George, had made the allegation, said the bank CEOs should be arrested. Some other politicians have also said the banking industry is the reason for the economic decline. We're going to watch and see how that pans out. I'm still Sami Ajifo. Thank you very much for joining us. How will Nigerians who have investments, have monies in these apps, how will they thrive? However, Binance has given them a soft landing. We're going to convert all your Naira balances into US dollar stable coin. So it's not all lost. The only thing is you might not be able to cash it out in Naira. You have to look for other ways to do that. We're going to watch and see how that pans out, and we'll give you more reports as that continues to happen. I'm still Sami Ajifo. Thank you very much on behalf of the entire production team. Do your best to stay safe.